This is it, guys. I'm now up to the third MCU movie. So how do you put this thing on? Whoa! So this is another user-submitted request by one of my subscribers, Rob, and he writes, "Hey Peter, I love the MCU, and I noticed Iron Man 2 should be next on your list. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks." Thank you for writing in, Rob, and you're right, I am up to the third film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And for everyone else, if you're wondering how to submit a request to me, it's just 2 simple steps. Hit that subscribe button below and write in the comments. Now let's talk about Iron Man 2! So at this point in the MCU, the world already knows Tony Stark is Iron Man. Because unlike most other superheroes, he doesn't care about secret identities.
I am Iron Man.
Now this eccentric billionaire, played by Robert Downey Jr., is getting pressure from the US government to share his technology with the world. Naturally, Tony refuses, in fear of his technology falling into the wrong hands.
The suit and I are one.
You want my property? You can't have it!
But new threats arise nonetheless, in the form of Sam Rockwell as Justin Hammer and Mickey Rourke as Ivan Vanko, aka Whiplash. So director Jon Favreau and Robert Downey Jr. team up once again for their second foray back into the Iron Man world. As one would expect, this 2010 film is jam-packed full of action and humor, with more of that playboy wit and charisma that we're so used to from RDJ. I mean Tony Stark. RDJ and Tony Stark are so interchangeable, is he even acting anymore?
You complete me!
But before I tell you all about the good stuff, let's start by talking about where I think the movie dropped the ball. Starting with the final boss battle. Now I've got my gripes about the boss battle in the first Iron Man, so surely they can't make the second one any worse, right? Right?
Wrong. Wrong.
Aside from the fact that we get another derivative final boss, Whiplash's armor and tech was pretty much just an upgraded version of Ironmonger from the first film, with electrified whips. Whoopa! In case you didn't see it in the title below, here comes some mild spoilers, guys. That final battle with Mickey Rourke only lasted 2.5 minutes.
You're kidding me.
No. Yes, but no.
After Mickey Rourke's 2009 Oscar win for his role in The Wrestler, it's sad to see him delegated to a one-note and very forgettable villain. Sure, Sam Rockwell's Justin Hammer came across a little goofy and cartoony, but at least he was still compelling to watch just from his sheer unpredictability as a jealous arms dealer with secret motives. Ivan Vanko, on the other hand, is just the son of a disgruntled Stark Industries physician. And now he's out there for revenge on his father's behalf while he obsesses over Tony and his life? Surely the MCU won't milk this whole disgruntled Stark employee plot device again in the future, right?
That isn't true at all.
Oh, and of course, we gotta give Ivan a thing. I know, how about a pet bird? Yeah, let's make him a bird guy. This isn't on the actor. I think this is a weakness in the writing.
You want a bird?
I want my bird.
I can get you a bird, I can get you 10 birds.
I want my bird.
Justin Theroux's screenplay gave us more of what we already got from Iron Man 1. And it was a bit hit or miss for me. That sounds like a medical procedure. I gotta go to the hospital to get a hit or miss for me.
Just go to the hospital and let's just get that thing pushed back in.
Apart from a few scenes and the action set piece in the second act, I didn't get a sense where the narrative wanted to try anything new. Yes, we got more explosions and more CGI fights, but louder doesn't always mean better. Without a solid story in its foundation, all the action just becomes visual noise. Now let's talk about the movie's strengths, starting with the man of the hour himself, Robert Downey Jr. I think his charm and charisma has been magnified by 100 in this film. Or 3,000, Of course, we'd expect that from Tony and his new addition to his fame, since the whole world knows he's Iron Man. He's really leveled up to rockstar status, and accompanied by the AC/DC song Shoot to Thrill, he knows how to make one hell of an entrance. You can really tell that RDJ's a lot more comfortable playing this character the second time around. If there was a seminar about how to be more confident, and I had to select which speaker I want between this Tony and this Tony, I'd choose Stark every time.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Gwyneth Paltrow is back reprising her role as Pepper Potts. And I'm happy to see that the witty banter between Tony and Pepper still hasn't lost a beat. And I stand by what I said in my first Iron Man review. Tony and Pepper make the best couple in the MCU. But the use of humor isn't restricted to just these two. The laughs are evenly proportioned throughout the film with Tony's interactions with the other supporting cast members, particularly with Justin Hammer.
She's actually doing a big spread on me for Vanity Fair.
Well, she did quite a spread on Tony last year.
And she wrote a story as well.
Now the film kicks it up a notch the moment the story takes us to the Monaco Grand Prix. And I'm not talking about the race alone. This entire sequence of scenes, from the bar restaurant where we see a cameo of Elon Musk, all the way until we're back on the private jet with a burnt omelet. Seeing Tony participate in the F1 race was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen a superhero do. And the action in that race was amazing. And it's probably the only time where we see Ivan Vanko at his best and most intimidating. We also see the clever way where Tony suits up into the Iron Man gear, which was pure genius. This whole action sequence was fantastic, and it still managed to splice a little bit of comedy in it too.
Better
And this movie has a star-studded supporting cast. We get Samuel L. Jackson once again as Nick Fury. We finally get introduced to Natasha Romanoff, also known as Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson. Agent Coulson is back, played by Clark Gregg. We also have Paul Bettany's voice as Jarvis. John Slattery as Tony's dad, Howard Stark. Director Jon Favreau is back again as Happy Hogan. And also Don Cheadle being newly cast as Colonel James Rhodes, who we all know as War Machine. Now, we all know in the first Iron Man movie that this character was played by Terrence Howard. And ever since Don Cheadle took on the role, I love how he subtly addresses the audience in this scene.
Look, it's me. I'm here to deal with it. Let's move on. I just
Drop it.
All right, I'll drop it.
And even though it's a very small role, Olivia Munn is in here too. Now, before I share my final thoughts, just a quick reminder to click like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on my weekly videos. Subscribe. And if you like my content and you're feeling generous, become one of my valued subscribers by signing up to my Patreon. You'll find the link in the description below. And now for my final thoughts.
God bless Iron Man. God bless America.
Starting with the lows, we've got a poor final boss battle, a forgettable villain, and a weak plot. And as for the highs, we've got an awesome lead in Robert Downey Jr., great use of comedy, and every scene in the Monaco Grand Prix.
Agreed?
So overall, I really like this movie. Is it better than the first one? I don't think so. Is it better than The Incredible Hulk? Yeah, this movie's pretty good, and it's more than just an expensive Audi commercial. Even though it doesn't quite live up to the first film, I still had fun, and the movie put a smile on my face. This movie has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 73%, so there's a very good chance you'll like it. Now, a couple of things to look out for. Number one, don't forget to look for Stan Lee's cameo. And number two, there is a post-credit scene here, so make sure to stick around for that. Have you seen Iron Man 2 yet? And did you like it more than the first one? If so, I've shared my thoughts, now I want to hear yours in the comment section below. And while you're there, let me know what I should review next. Remember guys, I take user-submitted requests. All you have to do is subscribe and comment. And who am I, you ask? I'm Jeff Goldblum. Bye for now.
Let's stop there. You know what? I woke up this morning thinking about a public execution. I did.
So you want to subscribe to my channel but you don't know how? Well, all you have to do is click right here. Boo! And if you like this video and you want to see more, well, why don't you say so? I got more MCU for you. Hit it, Tony! That is the end. The end.